Hello and welcome to another episode of PHT TV. That's Paducah Home Theater Television. Not really television, we are on YouTube. Anyways, we will not see you again until a couple days after Thanksgiving, so happy early Thanksgiving. Last week, Trey covered the history of the heresies, and before that, we unboxed the Heresy 4s. Today, we'll be continuing our journey through the Heritage line with the Forte 3s. The Forte 3s come in black ash, natural cherry, distressed oak, as well as American walnut. Now, since we had a look at the natural cherry and black ash when we unboxed the heresies, this week we are going to unbox the Forte 3s in a distressed oak and an American walnut. On the front of the box, we have a rendering of the Forte itself with the grill on, and on the rear of the box, we have a rendering of the product with the grill off. Now, it's very subtle, very simple box art design, just kind of a stencil outline, but it does give you an idea of what's going to be inside of the box when you crack it open. All of that said, you guys did not come here to hear me talk about boxes, so let's go ahead and crack these guys open and see what's inside. As with a lot of Klipsch boxes, you'll notice that it does have a note that says open this end. So you will want to open this end first. So what we're going to do is very carefully keep your knife sideways and cut kind of sideways along the box. Now, once you get these open, you'll notice that the bottom of the speaker is on top. You'll notice that there is the protection foam on the top of the box. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and dive into this little package that comes on top. This black folder on the top here is the very first thing you'll see once you take out the protective foam up top. One of the first items in this packet is just a little bit more information about the grill itself. The next item on the list is just some additional unpacking instructions. Essentially what this is telling you is that there's 4 rubber washers to protect the grill in shipping. The next item you will have is a congratulations on your purchase letter from Klipsch. So congratulations on your new purchase of Forte 3s. And finally, we have our Klipsch Heritage Loudspeaker Manual. Now, one thing you'll notice about this is that it is not just a manual for the Forte 3s. When you flip through it, you'll see that it's actually a Klipsch Heritage Loudspeaker Manual. So this is the same manual you'd get with the Klipsch horns, La Scalas, Heresies of this generation. So I'm going to put everything back into this folder here, close it up, and we will continue unboxing. So there are 2 methods of unboxing these things. The first method that I'll show you is to remove the foam like we already have. There is about 4 to 6 inches where the speaker will have room to drop from where the foam has been removed. So you'll want to keep your hand on the speaker at all times when unboxing this way in order to prevent dropping and damaging the base of the speaker. Once you are on the ground, everything is pretty secure. You will be able to lift the box up, put the box off to the side, and you're pretty much done except for plastics from there. The second method that I will show you is to leave the foam in place. The foam will protect the base of the speaker as you flip it upside down. So you still want to keep your hand in place, but it's not as necessary. You flip the speaker upside down, lift the box up off of the base of the speaker. Now, I unfortunately don't have a second person to assist me with removing this foam, so you guys get to watch me struggle. So what you're gonna see me do is lift it up and then push it off with my foot in order to get the foam off of the bottom of the speaker. All right, boxes and foam out of the way. Let's see what these guys look like. Now, earlier in the video, we discussed that there are rubber washers on the back of this grill. So what you'll want to do is turn it around here, and you'll just remove these washers, toss them up to the side, and then put this grill back on. Now, first and foremost, look at this finish. It is an absolutely beautiful finish. One continuous waterfall effect going from the top of the speaker all the way to the bottom. All that said, it is definitely a gorgeous speaker, but you don't buy these speakers just to look at. So let's pop off this grill and talk about some of the acoustic updates they've made to the speaker. One thing you'll notice when you take the grill off of these speakers is that they've included the patented mumps technology on the mid-range horn of the Forte 3. Essentially what that does is it gives you better and more constant coverage throughout the listening area. In addition to that, both the high frequency and mid-range compression drivers have been updated, and they've added a new phase plug on the high frequency driver. All of that said, let's go ahead and pop this grill back on. Love those magnetic grills. It's super convenient to have those magnetic grills. Makes everything a lot easier when you're pulling it off and on. Let's go ahead and spin it around to the back. Now, turning around to the rear of the unit, the first thing that catches your eye is the massive 15-inch passive radiator on the back of the unit. While this isn't necessarily a change from the second generation, because the second generation had a 15-inch passive radiator as well, it is worth noting because it's definitely the first thing that jumps out as you look at the rear of this unit. One thing that has changed though is the brand new polished aluminum input panel. This just kind of stands out a little bit more from the previous design, as well as adds just a bit more of an elegant look to the back of the speaker itself. When you remove the speaker from the box, these jumpers are in place, but they are removable for bi-amping if you want to go that route. Behind that brand new input panel is also a brand new steep filter passive crossover network that they've updated to as well. I think that about covers the updates on the Forte 3s, but we are far from done. Let's go ahead and push these guys off to the side and we're going to take a look at the distressed oak models. All right, as always, we're going to start on this end. As always, knife just a bit sideways so that we don't damage the product inside. Now, since I've already shown you both methods, I'm going to go with my favorite method, which is just to remove the foam and flip the box while always being careful. All right, so the boxes are off. The boxes are off. This is the distressed oak models. Before I pull the plastic, before I bring this back and show you the beauty that is the distressed oak, I do want to make a quick recommendation that if you guys are unboxing these or anything larger at home, invite a friend over to help you out because it does make the process significantly easier. That said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle. Basically anything beyond Heresy. Forte, Cornwall, La Scala, K-Horns, Jubilees, have a friend over. Because first off, it helps your back. It saves your back. It helps you. It's a lot easier to unbox with two people. And also, it protects the speakers. There's far less risk in dropping the speaker. There's far less risk in damaging the speakers if you're having a buddy over to help you unbox. Now, we first unboxed the American Walnut. The reason I did that, not to pick favorites or anything, but these are my favorites. Let's go ahead and take off this last piece of plastic and see what these guys look like. Oh, that is a beautiful design. Excellent contrast with the lamb's wool cloth. Just a beautiful speaker all around. Since we've already gone over most of the acoustic aspects of it, what I really want to emphasize on here, I'm going to turn this guy to the side. And I just want to emphasize the beautiful finish, the beautiful design that is the distressed oak. One other thing I'm going to do here is pop off this grill and show you side by side so you can see the gorgeous contrast between the distressed oak color and this beautiful lamb's wool grill. I'm going to put the grill back on here. I'm going to turn this guy to the front. And then I'm going to turn this one to the back. And let's just go over a quick overview of what we have learned about the Forte 3s today. So, as far as acoustics go, new Tractix horn on the mid-range driver with the mumps technology, brand new compression drivers on both the high frequency and mid-range driver, brand new phase plug on this design, and on the rear end we have a brand new input cup as well as a brand new steep filter passive crossover network on this guy. And as always, the giant 15-inch passive radiator. Alright guys, that about wraps us on the Forte 3s. Another gorgeous design from Klipsch here. Next week we're going to dive into a little bit of the Forte history. Trey's going to take you through the first and second generation and show you how they evolved and became what they are today. After that, we are going to dive into a little A/B comparison between these and the Heresies that you saw last week. So if you're on the fence about whether to go with the Heresies or the Fortes, we hope to help you out best we can. And as always, to purchase your very own set of Forte 3s or anything else in the Heritage line, be sure to check out Paducah Home Theater for all your home theater needs. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week for a little bit of Forte history.